never know how strong you are, unless being strong is the only choice. Hello friends, welcome to Mushkil Ashan. I am Charlotte DeCosta, clinical psychologist, National Institute of Behavioral Sciences. NIBS. Our topic for today is how to reduce mobile addiction. Well, many of us might have tried to reduce our addiction towards mobile, but may or may not have failed. Some may have been successful in reducing their usage of mobile, and some may not have been. Some who have reduced may sometimes relapse and again go back to using their mobile phones, especially during this time of lockdown. And there is also a part of the population who may not even contemplate or even agree to the fact that they have a problem with mobile. They may just say that, we use for some time and we give it up. It's not a big deal for us. But observers will definitely differ. They usually say the person is always over the phone, does not leave the mobile phone even while eating or while going out, does not speak to us, especially family members. Mothers are the ones who complain most about it. But yes, somewhere down the line, most of us are aware that it is a problem. Some of us are willing to give it up, some of us are not willing to give it up. So all of us are in a process of change, in a stage of change. Now that can be explained by a stage model that was given by Prochaska and De Clement. Now, Prochaska and De Clement had given us this particular 6 stages. All of us fall into this some category. First stage is the stage of pre-contemplation. Now, pre-contemplation is a stage that goes with no. We don't need to change. We don't have an addiction. It's not really important. It's not harassing. So, we don't need to change. So, that is the stage of pre-contemplation. Now, after that stage comes the stage of contemplation. Contemplation is like maybe. We may have a problem. It may be causing a difficulty in our relationships and we may need to change it. But is it really worth it right now during this period of lockdown? What else can we do? But having the mobile phone saves us from boredom. So we want to change it, but if we don't, that is also not a problem. So they are in this contemplation stage. Now, after this stage comes the stage of preparation. What is the stage of preparation? Stage of preparation is planning, where first of all there is an agreement that yes, there is a problem. Yes, we have to get over it. And how can we get over it? Fine, this is the time I'm using for mobile phone. Apart from using the mobile phone, I'm going to do something else. Let's make an activity schedule. During this activity schedule, what I can do is I can keep some time for my physical activity where I'll be doing exercise, some activity which will involve a household task or responsibility task, some time for reading or writing or practicing something. There could also be a time where individuals can actually spend doing some craft work, painting, drawing, some leisure activities that will influence our mind or nurture our creativity. So when we are more into this creative task or physical task, our usage of mobile decreases. We could also keep a particular time, at least 15 to 20 minutes in a day, where we will only engage in talks with our family members. And these talks will not be directed regarding how we can overcome the financial difficulties or how we are going to get over this corona or what is going to happen in the future, how difficult it might be. It should also not revolve around how we are going to achieve something in life and what are the past mistakes we have done. Leaving aside these topics, what we can talk about definitely for 15 to 20 minutes every day is What are the fun things we had? What are the fun things our parents used to do? What are the fun things we are doing right now? How is it different? How things have evolved? Or something that is not goal oriented. In this day and age, since all of us are so hell bent in profit and loss, what are we doing and what are we getting in return? And what we are doing is useful enough or not? And whether it is useful to everybody or not? I mean, why do we have to be always so goal driven? Like, why do we always have to achieve something even while talking or doing? Like, why can't we just do anything random? Like, just sit, chat, relax. That is all we need to do with a compulsion every day. 15 to 20 minutes with family members. So once we start engaging in these things, we come into this action stage. Action stage is the doing stage. While we are doing household tasks, physical activity, talking with our relatives or family members, our usage of mobile is decreasing. Now, following this action stage is the maintenance stage. Maintenance stage is we keep on with these tasks. It's not like we start with these tasks and then we get irritated and bored and we again switch over to the mobile phone. The high usage of mobile phone is mostly because of boredom nowadays. How to kill time, what else to do, what others are doing. We are so busy with that, we stop nurturing ourselves. Let us grow. Let us grow in a positive way, in a fun way. Because this is not leading us anywhere. And some of us are fully aware of it, still we cannot stop it. So it is a difficulty we have, but we ourselves have to overcome it. Of course, following the maintenance stage, some of us may also go to the sixth stage, which is the stage of relapse. This relapse comes when we give up. But if we keep ourselves motivated, if we are able to try out new things every day, try to explore ourselves, definitely we can overcome this addiction. And overcoming this addiction can definitely improve our thinking, our interpersonal relations, as well as our concentration, and also improves the eyesight. So we are going to end it here. We are going to meet up again next week with some new topic. So take care till then. If you have any questions, do write to us. We will definitely get back to you. And if you've liked this, do subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you. Take care.